after doing my yogurt review, I thought it would be fun to make some parfaits. If you didn't get to see the review yet, you have to look for that post. I thought I would do some with the non-dairy yogurt that I liked and some with the dairy yogurt that I liked. So we're using the Silk soy and we're using this 000 Dannon yogurt that's sweetened with the stevia. Since 4th of July is coming up, it seems like a good idea to try to make a red, white, and blue parfait. When you're making a parfait, if you're eating it right away, it's not quite as important, but if you're making them ahead, maybe for a get-together or just for a meal later in the day, you want to make sure that your fruit is not wet. So after you wash it, lay it out or pat it dry so that it's not real wet, because otherwise it'll seep into the yogurt. I don't know if you've ever been traveling in the airport and maybe the yogurt parfait looks like a nice treat. Sometimes I'll look at that. Sometimes the fruit's kind of running down through it and then you wonder, well, how long has it been sitting there? Is it gonna taste yucky? So to keep that from happening, just make sure that your fruit is not real wet. So you can do it in any kind of container, any fun little cup you have. Pick out some cups at the dollar store. I recommend smaller cups because we just don't need that much of it, frankly. Even though there's some good healthy things involved in here, it's still a decent amount of calories, and depending on which one we're using, it could be a decent amount of sugar as well. If I'm traveling and taking them someplace, I like to use disposable. This is a party cup that's clear and it makes the parfait look so pretty, but this is a pretty big one. So unless I just needed big ones for some reason, I would use this little one. It's a little 5-ounce one that I picked up at Party City, and I really like it because it's a just more reasonable size for eating, and you still get a treat without it being too terrible much. So we're gonna just build it up. We'll do this one first. Put just a little bit of yogurt down. We'll do our bread here. You want to kind of lay the berries so that they'll be seen around the edge of the glass if you're doing it for a holiday reason. If you're doing it just to eat and for fun, I throw them in because I like to do things fast. But for this one, we actually want to be able to see it. So we'll put a little bit of blueberries. We've got a red, we got our white. We'll put some blue in here. Maybe we'll put just a little dollop of white on top for pretty. Okay, we could be done at that point, or if we want, we can add some granola for some crunch. If I were serving these within the next hour or two, I would probably do that, but if I were making these ahead for something, I would probably save my granola and add that later because you don't want it to get soggy by being with the moisture. So isn't that pretty? We have some red, white, and blue little cups here. Okay. Let's try one in one of the regular glasses. This is a fun little cup that was passed down from my grandmother. We'll use one of the non-dairy. Thing I've noticed about this non-dairy, it is a little bit, I guess you'd say more runny, because the dairy, it sticks more to the spoon, and this one is just looser. So your things will sink in it a little bit easier. So you definitely want to be careful how you're layering it if you're looking for a color to be layered in there. But the shape of this is kind of fun. Remember, the most healthy for us out of all of this is our fruit, right? Okay. And we want to treat this probably more like a dessert than health food. Put a little granola on top. We're ready to go. Very good. I love that little bit of crunch. If you'd like to know my favorite granola recipe, be watching because that'll be posting next. Be sure and like this video and subscribe to the channel, please. Love to share recipes with you.